I'm Zorn Vex, once a senior biological analyst for the Kaltorian science fleet, now High Priest of the Temple of Aurora. Laughable, isn't it? How a scientist becomes a holy man because of one human female who outsmarted the galaxy's finest minds. I was there, chuckling at our folly, when we made the greatest mistake in Kaltorian history, or perhaps our salvation. It began 3 solar cycles ago on the Nexus Prime, a gleaming lab ship tasked with saving our people from the Drake's armada. Vicious bugs with exoskeletons that laughed at plasma fire and claws that shredded titanium. We needed a miracle fast. Another failure, Commander Trill growled, tossing a data pad onto the table. 14 dead test subjects. The serum works on tissue, but kills Kaltorians in hours. His tentacles curled tight, a rare crack in his stoic facade. Dr. Pax, ever calm, spoke up. We need new subjects. Humans. The room erupted in laughter. Humans? Those bipedal primitives with projectile weapons and sleep-heavy lives? Admiral Kren's scales flushed purple. Their frail bodies would disintegrate. Pax didn't flinch. Human cells are adaptive, regenerative. They might not just survive, they could thrive. Silence fell. Kren relented. Procure one. Healthy, remote. No Earth inquiries. That's how Aurora Reeves, a 28-year-old hiker from Montana, ended up in our holding cell. I was her handler, lucky me. You're experimenting on me, she said, waking, her voice flat, defiant. I checked her vitals, steady despite teleportation. Observant for a human, I quipped. Sarcastic squid face, she shot back, arms crossed. Fear and fire in her eyes, though I didn't see it then. Show respect, I warned. This is a stay, not an abduction. Her laugh, sharp and jarring, rippled my skin. A stay? 4 non-consensual tests because your serum kills your kind. My scanner clattered to the floor. How do you know that? She shrugged. Movies. Take me to your boss. That was my first hint we'd miscalculated, but arrogance blinded us. Kren met her on the command deck, curious. Aurora scanned the room like a predator sizing up prey. Human, Kren said, lounging in his chair, you'll aid Kaltorian science. What's in it for me? She asked, unimpressed. An enhancement serum, strength, speed, regeneration, neural boosts. It fails on us, but you might survive. If you do, we'll return you to Earth with wealth. Her eyes narrowed. If I refuse? Not an option. She sighed. Fine. One request, a recording device for everything. Kren and I exchanged looks. Reasonable, useful. Granted, he said. Her smile chilled me, as if she'd already won. Dr. Pax briefed her. The serum enhances in stages, physical, regenerative, neural. It kills Kaltorians at the neural stage. Aurora smirked. My primitive brain might handle it. It's plastic, adaptable, Pax said. Gee thanks, Aurora muttered, rolling her eyes. The injection took 12 minutes. Monitoring lasted 3 days, 3 days that rewrote our world. Day 1, hour 6, her temperature spiked fatally, yet she felt warm. Her muscles densified 40%, she bent a titanium restraint, grinning. Oops. Day 2, hour 14, a 7-minute seizure. Then she recited every word spoken near her, including Kaltorian conversations she shouldn't understand. You called me surprisingly intelligent yesterday, Zorn, she teased. Not nice. Day 3, hour 22, her brain activity maxed our sensors. She screamed for 90 seconds, then fell silent. Pax readied autopsy tools when Aurora's eyes opened, gold glowing like stars. Quite an experience, she said, voice calm, ripping off monitors. I feel the ship's hum, hear engines 20 decks down, smell your fear. Trill whispered, it worked. More than worked, Aurora said, flexing. It evolved me. Alarms blared, Drake's warships, a light minute away. The bug aliens with tough shells? Aurora asked, tapping her temple. Your databanks. You're losing this war. The ship shuddered, shields at 60%. To the escape pods, I urged. She smiled. Not the plan. She sped past guards, reaching the bridge before Kren could react. Your weapons can't touch them, she said. I can. Kren hesitated, then granted airlock access. At the breach point, 3 drakes, 3 meters of gleaming chitin, burst through. Aurora stood, arms crossed. Wrong ship, uglies. I shut my eyes, expecting carnage. Cracks, screams, wet splatters. When I looked, Aurora stood amid shattered drakes, their invincible shells in pieces, her body slick with blue blood, unharmed. Invigorating, she said. Sensors reported 5 breaches. She closed her eyes, located them, and in 20 minutes, every Drake's lay broken. On the bridge, she touched the console, eyes flaring. Targeting and weapons adjusted. Fire. Our beams tore through Drake's shields, reducing their ships to debris. I laughed, half hysterical, realizing we'd created something unstoppable. 2 days later, in the Eternal Dominion strategy room, Aurora faced High Command. My compensations changed, she declared. Kren bristled. We agreed on metals. She laughed. That was before I knew my worth. General Vox, who'd crossed systems to meet her, asked, "What are you?" Not just human, she said, eyes flashing. Tests showed her cells evolving, strength 10-fold, neural capacity unmeasurable. She interfaced with tech by touch and predicted a Drake's attack on Proxima Colony, confirmed by scans. I see probabilities, she told me privately, patterns in causality. The future. Calculated, not seen. Pax wanted more tests, Aurora refused. Kren insisted, "You're under our authority." Her smile was lethal. Am I? Containment fields failed, sedatives fizzled, guards fell unconscious. After her 4th escape, she broadcast shipwide, "I've helped you, shared knowledge. You repay me with betrayal. Recognize my autonomy, or I leave, angry." High Command debated. "She's too powerful," Vox argued. I countered, "She's an ally, not a weapon." Pragmatism won. Aurora signed an agreement, freedom for continued aid. She turned the war, reconfiguring weapons, predicting attacks, shredding Drakes on ground missions. Crew left offerings, food, trinkets, statues. "Worship?" she asked, uneasy. "Gratitude," I said, but our hierarchical instincts blurred the line. 6 months post-serum, objects floated near her, temperatures shifted with her mood. "I'm still evolving," she confided. "No limits." High Command panicked. "She's destabilizing," Kren said, unveiling a quantum isolation field. I stayed silent, shamed by my cowardice, as they lured her to the lab. The field shimmered, Aurora's eyes burned. "Really?" she said. "This is your choice?" Reality warped, the field collapsed. "I fought for you," she said, floating. "You cage me." Tech sparked, air hummed. I begged, not everyone agreed. Her gaze softened. "I know, Zorn." She spoke to all Kaltorians, mind to mind, "I'm not your enemy or goddess, but your creation. You betrayed me." Crews stopped work, soldiers ignored orders, hierarchy crumbled. New leaders rose, devoted to Aurora, not through force but consensus. The Drake's War ended 3 months later. Aurora learned their culture, brokered peace. "They're not monsters," she said, forging a treaty. Temples of Aurora sprang up, despite her protests. "I'm no deity," she insisted, demanding they become hubs for learning, not worship. They did, centers of science, culture, progress. Aurora vanished for months, exploring, returning with insights. Years later, on the Aurora's dawn, she gazed at Earth. "Miss it?" I asked. "Sometimes," she said, eyes flecked with starlight. "But I'm too much for Earth now. Responsibilities." "Smite us." I teased. She laughed. "Tempting." Decades on, she became energy, barely human, yet compassionate. Before vanishing, she said, "No regrets, Zorn. I lost humanity, gained everything." Now, in my final years, I record our mistake. Seeking a weapon, we found a teacher. If you see golden light or feel sudden inspiration, that's Aurora, watching, laughing, evolving.